Hello and welcome to my very first pop-up chat on this channel, Elliot's British Life. I have no idea when people are going to drop in, but I hope somebody does quite quickly because I don't know, I need some advice. As you can tell from the title, I ate something that I shouldn't. Not on purpose, it was an accident. Um, so let me just fill you in. Okay, so those of you who know me know that I tend not to cook, and on the weekend, my parents cook dinner for me. So, being a Sunday, they wanted to cook a Sunday lunch. So they cooked a Sunday lunch, but they put sausages on the dinner. So all is well. Bearing in mind, I always put mint sauce. That's mint sauce on my Sunday dinners. I don't care what meat it is, I always have mint sauce. So I then sit down to eat the dinner and I eat the sausages and they taste a little bit weird. Not like, they don't taste minging or rank or like, they haven't got like a bitter taste. They just taste a bit like, I don't know, a bit like you're eating washing up liquid or something like that. They just didn't taste right. So I carry on eating them because I thought, well, maybe it's because I put mint sauce on the dinner. Maybe that's just a combination of flavours that is just wrong. So I carry on eating it. And then, by the way, there's two sausages. There's two sausages on the plate. So I've eaten almost all of the one sausage, and then the phone goes, and it's my mom, and she says, do your sausages taste a little bit funny? And I go, yes. And she said, well, don't eat them, don't eat them. Apparently they'd been in the freezer for God knows how long. I have no idea. So I've eaten a defrosted but cooked, gone off sausage. And now I'm just worried. Oh, no, I don't know. I'm just feeling like I'm feeling hot, and I don't know whether it's the sausage or whether it's me. I don't know. What's going to happen to me? Am I going to die? I've eaten a bad sausage. All right, I'm going to go to the chat room because I want to see what everyone's saying. So yes, I've eaten a gone off sausage, and I really didn't want to. Okay, let's see what people are saying. I need some hang on, what's it telling me? I need some advice. I even thought about making myself sick to get it all up. I don't know. People are saying, oh my goodness. Deborah says, nice surprise. Hi there, you got food poisoning. Well, I haven't yet, but I don't know. You could be watching food poisoning live. I don't know. Countess Bavaria says, if you are concerned, eat a load of roughage so it passes through your system quicker and plenty of water. Countess Bavaria also says, one can be paranoid about off food. Well, I didn't know it was off. Else I wouldn't have eaten it. Dion says you will not die. I might die in my sleep. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, I hate having, it's in me and I can't get it out. Oh, Maria Barr says, sounds like they were just freezer burned, but shouldn't, they didn't look a funny colour. When I picked it up and actually really sniffed it, you could smell a little bit of an, not like a gone off smell. It smelled like washing up liquid to me. I don't know. Leah says, please don't die. I might wake up dead. I don't know. Kathy G says, poor baby, usually food poisoning, you will feel it within 30 minutes. I might be dead in 30 minutes. Alison says, please don't die, love you too much. Who will bring you royal news if I'm dead? Who will dispel the myths and the rumours? Countess Bavaria says, oh my. Maria Barr says, I agree with Countess Bavaria. If you are not sick now, you probably won't get sick. Dion says, no, you will not die in your sleep. The sausages were old, but frozen. Well, yes, they were definitely frozen. I will say that. I can't believe my parents killed me. They brought me into the world, they gave me life, and then they kill me. And what with? A sausage. They kill me with A sausage. PW says, I would be acting like you too. It's a real, this is a real life drama. I'm going through agony. Leah says, you can't wake up dead. I might wake up dead. I might wake up feeling dead. Oh, I feel awful. I don't feel awful, but I feel awful in my head. Sausage assassins. They want my money. No. Alison says, you're making me laugh. Just love the way you are. I don't like that. It's in my tummy. It's in me. I've got poisonous sausage in me. It's horrible. Sylvia says, I am hoping you will not get ill. I will keep you in my prayers. Everybody, you need to. Countess Bavaria says, if you had food poisoning, you will go all white, hot and shaky. Well, I'm very pale. I don't know. No, my tummy's not feeling weird at the moment. Did it have worms? Oh, I hate worms! You've uncovered one of my... I hate worms. It's the way they wiggle at you. Anything long, thin and wiggly I don't like. Oh, if the thought of a worm inside your tummy... No. Seaside Mom says, I think you are going to die. Don't make it worse with worms. I think you are going to die. What would you like on my headstone? I would like, here lies Royal Reviewer. He told the truth. Fan flap. Candice Bavaria says, no, you are pink. Well, you haven't seen me in the flesh. I'm pale as anything. Did you know I can't wear citrus colours? I can't wear lime green. I can't wear fluorescent orange. I can't wear fluorescent jackets. They wash me out. I just can't wear citrus colours. Or white. I don't like white either. Take a lax. I haven't got any. I took 2 probiotics just to give yourself, you know, the good tummy bacteria, just in case. Candice Bavaria says, there lies the fan flapper. Maria Barr says, freezer-burned food will not kill you. Well, how do I know it is freezer-burned? It doesn't look funny. Does freezer-burnt food taste funny? Oh, yes, you say it tastes terrible. Well, how do I know if it's freezer-burned? Candice Bavaria says, probiotics are good. I took 2 of them. I think each one contains 16 million good bacteria. Deborah says, if you're really worried, you can make yourself bath. See, I can't do that. I can't even make myself burp. Probably you'll be fine, not sick yet. You'll get a fever first, then bath. I don't want a fever. I'm too young to die. I've got so much more in royal engagements to see. Why did they feed me bad sausages? I'm in trauma. Sonia says, good morning. It's the freezer burnt. It looks like it's been all iced up. Leon says, if you had food poisoning, you'd be making this video in the loo. I might be. You might see me tomorrow live doing a chat on Megan seeing Tina Turner on the loo. The king says, Jamie says, you'll probably have 3 hours to live. I can't die, I'm too young. I can't believe my parents killed me with a sausage. Wendy says, tombstone baloney. It may as well have been bad baloney that I'd eaten. Mrs. VSN says, freezer burn has frost. Well, I didn't see them before they were cooked. And well, you wouldn't have known from the smell while cooking it. Oh, you would have known. Well, I don't know, because when I walked in to get it, I didn't smell anything. So no, I don't think it gave off a cooking smell. I don't know. Can you have someone upload the vlog for you? I don't... I can set it to go live. Death by sausage. Maria says, if your stomach isn't growling and setting the stage for the dreaded diarrhea, then it probably wasn't bad or tainted, just old. I don't want the diarrhea. That's horrible. I'm too refined and I have too much decorum for diarrhea. That's an affliction of the less fortunate. Mrs. VSN says, Sonia, are you the one who declined the tiara? If so, thank you, it's beautiful and I'm happy I got the chance to win it. Oh, by the way, in this week's weekly vlog, which is about to go live in 2 hours and 15 minutes, I draw the next winner of the tiara. Sylvia says, I feel so bad for you. Your parents didn't mean to give you anything that would make you ill. It's a conspiracy. They're after my money. Jamie says, where are they from? Aldi. I have no idea. They could be direct from the pig, for all I know. I don't know. I've just eaten bad sausage. Candice Bavaria says, as my German mum used to say, you need a good clean out. And Kathy G says, both ends. Maybe I need a colonic. Wendy says, I have had food poisoning. Uncontrollable both ends. You would already have it. It isn't subtle. So seriously, how long does food poisoning take to take effect? It's probably been about 40 minutes since I ate that sausage. Sonia says, yes, it was me, and I'm so happy you love it. Already have one, and it has pride of place in my cabinet under lights. Always wear your tiara with pride, especially if you have diarrhea on the loop. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm going to die. No. Help me. They killed me with a sausage. Seaside Mum says, headstone should say, rest in peace, he died of sausage misadventure. Is that a cat you see? No, it's my top. There's no cats, it's just a top. I had to take it off because I was getting all hot under the collar. Kind of says, I'm having so many lots of laughters. This isn't funny! This is my life! Can't stop laughing. I know I shouldn't, but you're such a comic. Under rare circumstances. Oh no. This is my life. I've been poisoned by my parents. Who'd have thought I'd be dead by taking a bad sausage? Maria Barr says, no, not the less fortunate, but rather the food less fortunate, poor baby. What will her at number 22 across the road say if he finds out I have diarrhea? Sonia says, I'm thinking we should all wear our tiaras for the weekly live chat. I think you should. Megan kills a royal reviewer. Well, I would if I saw her birthing video over her disgusting avocado toast. Kathy G says, the movie Bridesmaids comes to mind. Who will care for my furry baby? Well, my mom. She'll have to take them on. Oh, this is dreadful. This is awful. Who'd have thought my first pop-up chat would have been about food poisoning and me dying? This is just awful. Have I made a will? I haven't, actually. I'm going to make a video will. So, let this video stand as my last will and testament. So, what do I want? Well, I want all of my tiaras. I want all of my tiaras to go to the Royal Collection because I think the Queen needs some more tiaras. And I'd like all my money to go to anything cat related. And I would like, I'd like a tomb built because I don't want to be eaten by worms and I don't want to be burnt. So I'd like to be raised above ground in a tomb, please. Right, I don't know if the rest of my family are sick. They did eat them too. That is true. Maybe we all might die. Seaside Mum says, if you really do get ill, I will feel bad, but until then, this is hilarious. It's not. I'm really worried. Stop. Why would I come on here? I'm really worried. Maria says, Countess, don't stoke Elliot's fire. I am still hoarse from laughter last night. Sylvia says, try to make some ginger tea with linden leaves and cinnamon sticks. Slow brew. I have ginger tea, but no cinnamon. Would it work if I just brewed a ginger tea? Let me know. Mrs. VSN says, you would be sick from both ends if you had foods. But yes, but it's only been 40 minutes. I might wake up with it. Or I might wake up dead. I don't want a viral tummy bug. Oh. This is dreadful. Oh, they've ruined my night. No, I don't want it. No more sausage. I've gone off sausage. Wendy says, darling Elliot, you are having an anxiety attack. You are fine. I'm having something. Mrs. BSN says, yes, was childbirth, and today bad sausage, priceless. And why does it involve the lower end? These two things. Mrs. BSN says, oh my God, I'm crying. Sylvia says, it may help. Ginger is good for the stomach. Who will bring you all the latest news if I'm gone? Candy says, have you tried fingers down the throat? Well, it's probably too late. 40 minutes. It's probably already down and half digested. I should get a... I don't have paper bag. I haven't got a paper bag. I've got a glove. I've got one of those plastic gloves. It'd look like I was blowing up an udder. An enema? How am I going to get an... I haven't got an enema kit. Oh no. I don't want to die. This is awful. Candy says, no, it's still in your tummy. Seaside Mum says, ginger tea will work or kill you. Oh no, I'm feeling really bad. I mean, I'm not feeling bad, but I feel bad because I'm thinking about gone off sausage. Does bad gone off sausage contain bugs? Is there any like really bad bacteria that I don't know? Cafe Juice says, rule of thumb, if it smells or tastes funny, stop. Well, I carried on eating the sausage because I thought it was the mint sauce that was giving it a funny taste. So I pretty much, okay, the sausage was about that big, okay? It's about that big and probably about that in circumference. And I ate probably that much of it with about that much the total size. No bugs. Okay, they don't have bugs. Mrs. Gibson says, as long as the meat was it was cooked. Yes, I do think it was cooked thoroughly. No, the mint sauce is not off. Worms! I don't like worms! I hate worms! Oh, they give me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like them. I've never liked worms. It's anything... I've got a phobia of anything that's long and thin that wiggles at me. I don't like snakes. I don't like worms. I don't like anything long and thin and wiggly. It's just... Oh, it gives me the creeps. But I did watch a science program once where they said that as humans, we are hardwired to not like anything that wiggles. Because it's classed as being dangerous, like a snake. So I think I'm just in touch with my prehistoric self. Sylvia says, oh goodness, you guys don't get him more worked up. Have the ginger tea. Wendy says, I am really scared. Sylvia says, if you guys are awful, stop making things worse for him. Or you guys are awful. You'll be fine. Have the tea and relax. Sunday nights are really normally happy for me. I normally sit and look forward to my premiere. And I've still got to watch Favour's vlog from It's Our Fenwick Life. And I was going to plan on doing that. But now I'm just worried about diarrhea and worms and dying. How can I enjoy stuff when I'm going to die? Countess Bavaria says, actually you look good. I think you will laugh tomorrow. Mrs. BSN says, you're going to be okay. And Wendy says, I was a medical editor for 10 years. You are fine. Thank you. Mrs. BSN says, oh my god, it tasted bad and you ate. Yes, because I thought it was the mint sauce. I thought the mint sauce was not going well with the sausage and it was giving it a funny taste. Kathy G says, I saw a programme where worms came... No! Worms came out of someone's backside. But they had travelled abroad and ate something bad. No, not my bottom. No. No. I not want worms. I know the more I stress, the more I'll feel worse. I am scared. I don't like it. Right, I'm going to have to go and, I don't know, get a tea or something. Right, okay. Right, I need a tea. Where's my cup? It's here. Okay. Right, I've got my cup. Good job I've got my tripod. Right, what am I doing? Hope you can still all hear me. Okay, I'm going to put you here. Right, I need some water because I need to make this tea. I've got ginger tea somewhere. Right, where's this lid gone now? Okay. I'm just filling out my cup. Right, I'm just going to move you here while I go and get the ginger. It's in this cupboard somewhere. Let me see. I've put it somewhere, but where? What have I done with it? Green tea and lemongrass. Well, that's not the one I want. Green tea again. I don't want green tea. Everything's falling out. Okay. Aha! I've got it. Look. It's a what's it called? A pucker. 3 ginger. Will that do? Will 3 ginger do? I can see little comments in the... Cause I can't see my laptop when I'm in here. Will this do? Do you think 3 ginger will work? I don't know. Okay, let's put some of this stuff away. Let me know, will 3 ginger work? Like, I really am worried. Oh, these are what I took, by the way. I took some pure biotics. Just in case. I took 2. How many bacteria? 8? Oh no, hang on. How many? I don't know, low. 2 billion organisms. So I've had 4 billion. I've had 4 billion good bacteria in my tummy just in case. Okay, this is the bag. Ooh, it smells gingery. Of course it would, it's ginger. Okay, let's pour the water in. Okay. I'm going to let this brew. Okay, let's leave that in. I'm going to leave the bag in because I want all of the goodness. I'm glad it's better than watching Keeping Up Appearances. Oh, by the way, this is the tuna. Okay, Molly's on tuna now. She refuses to eat the cat food. What does she have? She normally has this. Well, this is what I've been giving her since her problem. But she's gone off it and she's being very naughty and just leaving it all in the bowl. So, I've had to buy her good tuna, which she really likes. Okay, let's just tidy up because I've got all these boxes out now. Ugh. I can't believe I'm going to die. It's going to be too hot to drink, isn't it? Oh. Cold water. It needs more infusing. Let's give it a stir. She does need her own tiara. She's like Princess Molly. Ah, okay. I don't know what to do. die. This is awful. And this lighting is terrible because I've got spotlights. What does it say? You'll be fine. After all this time, you would know. Well, I hope so. I don't know. Right, let's go back in the living room. Let's go back in here. It's good to have got my little tripod, isn't it? Okay. I've got my drink. Let's see what people are saying, because I've probably missed all what people are saying. Okay. I'm just going to scroll back up because I have no idea what people are saying. Okay. It's better than watching Keeping Up Appearances with Hyacinth. I am really scared. Yes, the tea will work. It's all a... is that albacore tuna? I didn't look, actually. I don't know. Are you adding vitamins and minerals to Molly's tuna? No, because she has been having a few little sneaky biscuits and things as well. Maria says, Wendy, I know, but when my son got like Elliot is now, I used to diffuse the situation. Humour would be and make me feel better. Mrs. Pearson says he couldn't be online if he was having an anxiety attack. I can't function. Wendy says, again and again, even if you had food poisoning, which you do not, you don't die. Well, that's all right for you to say. You're not dead. No doily. Wendy says... oh no, I just read that one. Oh my goodness. 37 people are watching me die. This is worse than that Momo thing. Oh, have you seen that Momo? That's really scary. Apparently the person that made the Momo has killed it. I think it was a puppet, and I think the Momo is now dead. Maybe the Momo ate a bad sausage. I can't believe my final moments of life. Killed by a sausage. You couldn't write it. Mrs. Pearson says, don't put too much else on your stomach, as you may cause yourself to go more than you wanted to, and then you'll think it's the meat. Maybe. But I wanted some tea and Toblerone later. Oh, a little bit of Toblerone won't hurt, will it? Seaside Mum says, Her Royal Highness, or His Royal Highness, would not be pleased with your carrying on. Not the Dunkirk spirit, you know, old boy. I'm sorry, Philip. Kathy said, people have died from bad... They have indeed. Sonia says, oh, that's horrendous. My 5-year-old granddaughter is being supervised when she's watching kids' YouTube. I know, that horrible Momo. Candice Mary says, no, you're right. You couldn't write it, but you just did. Oh, this is not fake news. This is my real life. This is awful. Oh, I'm feeling really sweaty now. And I know it's just because I'm stressing. What's a Toblerone? It's a... do you not get Toblerone in the US? It's a triangular tube of chocolate that looks like mountain peaks. And it's called Toblerone. Okay, I'm tasting the ginger a lot more in the tea now. Okay, shall I show you a Toblerone? Okay, let's go. Let's go on a walk. Where are we going? Okay, this is a Toblerone. Look. Okay, this is a Toblerone. There, look. Toblerone is a triangular chocolate, and I may have accidentally ate all the tube, and that's all that's left. And it kind of it looks like that. I'll eat it later. It's fine. So that is a Toblerone. Who makes it? I forgot. Oh, it's a some Swiss company. I don't know. Who makes it? Who makes Toblerone? Mondelez International. I don't know. All I know is Toblerone is yummy. There you go. That's a Toblerone. Oh. Oh. It's horrible waiting to die. People saying, yes, we do have Toblerone. Catherine says, we get it, but it's not cheap and not as widespread. Is it milk chocolate? Yes. Who ate all the pies? I mean, Toblerone. Well, I've still dropped a dress size. Look. See? Look at this figure. I'm at least size 2. I'll be even skinnier when I'm dead. Sonia says, in all honesty, if you had food poisoning, you wouldn't be able to move far from the bathroom. My ex-husband had it years ago, and even trying to drive into the doctors was a mission. He needed to go. Maria wants to check if she's got Toblerone, wherever she is. Candice says, your eyes are bright and your coat is shiny, you'll be fine. That's how one can tell if one's kitty is well. It is indeed. More ginger. I definitely need more ginger. Do you know what, guys? You are actually helping me. I know I'm just kind of babbling on, but you really are helping me, because if I wasn't doing this and talking on here, I would be stressed. I am stressing now, but I would be stressing even more without anyone to talk to. So thank you for sticking with me. I may need a little bit more time. And this is the sort of thing that I cannot put on my main channel, which is another good reason why I've got this channel, because anything that's life related that doesn't fit, I can put on here. So I may be doing more live anxiety-ridden pop-up chats. I don't know. Just know that you are actually helping. Catherine says, I'm so proud of your weight loss and exercise regimen. Thank you. Countess Barreau says, now that shows you're going to be okay. Pass me my brown trousers. I don't have brown trousers. Who'd wear the colour of poo? Maria says, you're absolutely svelte. Well, thank you. Apparently you can get Toblerone at Walmart. Seaside Mum says, we are being silly, but silly is good sometimes. Maybe I need the tea with catnip. Ooh, it's notifying me when I get new subscribers now, apparently. I hope I'll get through. Sylvia says, you lucky boy, you're looking quite good. I have been struggling to lose weight. I don't know what my secret is. Just do exercise, do anything. Walk. Dance. Wendy says, I had brutal food poisoning years ago. No worms, no death. My 34-year-old daughter had it 2 weeks ago. She is fine. Oh, I don't like dying. Did you know it took Queen Elizabeth the First days and days and days to die? She finally clonked out in the bed. She refused to sit down for, what was it, about 12 hours? And she suddenly flopped and was put to bed, and then she died in her sleep. Countess Bavaria says, you can lose weight talking to the public. Talking a lot uses calories. It does. Oh my goodness. Okay, 35 people are watching me having a breakdown over a sausage. Oh. What would Megan do? I don't know. I don't know what Megan would do. Megan, if you're watching, pipe up. I don't know. Yes, she did die in the 1500s. Well, no, it was 1600s. It was 1601. Why am I a mind of useless information? Barbara says, if you think you have food poisoning, eat the Brat Bananas rice applesauce. I don't have it. Be gentle to your stomach, drink water, let your stomach settle. My niece is a nurse. Okay. Well, I'm on the ginger tea. Seaside Mum says, Megan would tell you to suck it up. She's American, you know. Don't we all know? We're told constantly. Wendy says, right, I was thinking of Henry VIII. Ooh, he had gout. He had a bad ulcerated leg. Maybe that had worms in it. Candice said, Queen Elizabeth I also kept a finger or two in her mouth. She did, like this. And then she died. Rita says, how off was the sausage? I think you're going to be right. Well, it tasted like washing up water. Not that I've tasted washing up water, but it smelt like washing up liquid. Kind of. Maria Barr says, Megan would absolutely love you. Well, I wouldn't divulge her secrets, that's for sure. Seaside Mum says, you are going to die eventually. Well, yes. Not unless I'm pickled and preserved in a jar. How old was Queen Elizabeth I? Was she 69? I've got a feeling she was 69. Do you know what? I need to check now. That's one of those quandaries where I'm like, I think I know, but I need to check. Okay. I think she was 69, but let's check. Yes, she was 69. Haha. I knew it was in there somewhere. You should always trust your instincts. She died the 24th of March this month, in 1533. Well, at least I was right about that. At least I can die happy knowing that I got that right. Candice says, so I might not be so off base with my suggestion of fingers down the throat. Think of it. Oh, I can't put my fingers down my throat. I can't even make myself burp. I can't. Seriously, I can't burp. I've never been able to burp. I do this weird thing, which I've called a herp. It's halfway between a burp and a hiccup. So I call it a herp. H-U-R-P. Yes, it was about an hour. Yes, about an hour ago for the sausage. Strong alcohol. I don't drink alcohol, but I will persist with the ginger tea. Thank you for staying with me, by the way. It is helping, believe it or not. Okay, I'm getting that down. Okay. Candice says, your mausoleum has not yet been built. You will not pass yet. Not for at least another 70 years. Well, I'm hoping so. Might be time to start drinking alcohol. I don't know. Maria says, time has elapsed. Illness threshold has come and gone. Bell sounding. Maybe a couple of cups. I can't have ginger and milk. That will surely make me sick. How did my dad cook it? Well, I think it was fried. It was either on a griddle pan or in a frying pan. It was fried. Does that make a difference? I don't know. Seaside Mum said, you don't drink alcohol. Very un-British like. You're letting the cider. I don't. I am not one of those drunken Brits abroad that you see flouting around wearing their wife beater tops and all their tattoos on show. Look, I have no tattoos. I am tattooless. There is none. See? All these people with sleeves of tattoos. My goodness. Sylvia says, oh my goodness, I do a herp as well. That's what I call it. It's like halfway between a hiccup and a burp because I can't burp. I mean, your tummy sort of goes like, and but you can't burp. It's a herp. Candy says, how is Jason? Tell us about him for a wee bit. He's at work. I'm on my own, dying. He's at work. Because he works night shifts. If you don't know, he works nights, weekend nights, so it's unsociable hours. So I'm on my own for the weekend evenings. Mrs. Jason says, okay, you are not 69 and food is preserved much differently than in the 1500s. I will agree with you there. Not unless we get American chlorinated chicken. Do you know they're on about chlorinated chicken now? We don't have chlorinated chicken. And they're on about bringing it over post-Brexit. The farmers are going up in arms. Maria says, alcohol. Now we are trying to make an alky of you. That's one thing I will never be. I don't like the taste. Do I have piercings? No, and definitely not in any hidden places. They are most unbecoming. Cuddle a kitty. They've left me. They've gone outside. I think they are. Ugh. I'm on my own, dying. Ooh, I should show you my hand moisturizer. I could do with putting some on actually. I love this. This is from the Body Shop, and it's called hemp. It's not made of cannabis, I don't think. There's me saying I don't drink, and then I rub cannabis on my hands. No, this is 100% vegetarian, enriched with community trade hemp seed oil from France, and it's dermatologically. I can't say that word. Dermatologically, I can't say it. Tested, and not tested on animals. It's from the Body Shop, and it's lovely. Smells a bit odd, but it really is good if you've got eczema skin, which I do have eczema on my hands, and just a little bit like that, if you rub it in, is really, really good. Mrs. Vietson says, did you call your life partner? No, because he'll be busy. Julie says, do you have any stuffed animal toys that you could cuddle? Yes, I do have stuffed animal toys. But my favourite Roland rat is at my mum's. Maria says, you all call them wife beaters. No, I only said wife beater because I thought that's what you'd know what I meant. We call them tank tops or vests. Wendy says, I would love that. Mrs. Vietson says, I have 9 tattoos. Whatever of? Let me know, you dark horse. Let me know. What are they of and where are they? Sylvia says, surely Molly would abandon you. Deborah says, well, at least I haven't got her colon problem. Deborah says, do you have a cat door? No, I don't. They are not coming and going as they please. Definitely not. Daddy likes to be in control. No, I have a stable door. If you've seen, actually, you'll see it in my weekly vlog if you watch in a couple of hours' time. It's one of those, a stable door is one that you can open the top half independently from the bottom. So I do leave that open in the summer, like a massive cat flap, and they jump over the top. Brian does come in, but he shouldn't because he's naughty. He gobbles up all of the food, doesn't matter what it is, anything, and then goes. And then sits in the greenhouse with a stuffed tummy in that little nest that he's made. So I do try and keep him out. And also Molly's not fond of him being in the house. Rory likes to bring him back, you know, but no, I don't like him in the house because he eats all their food. Kathy G says, if it makes you feel better, I got a shot today and I can't move my arm and my neck hurts. I feel like, Catherine says, a tank top can be different than a wife beater. Vest, tank top, they're kind of the same in the UK, I suppose. A tank top is probably more like wool in the UK. Let's just go with vest. We mostly call them vests. Mrs. Gasen says hormones in chicken and no chlorine. I don't know. Apparently, it's the invasion of the chlorinated chicken that's coming our way. Wendy says, let's play a game. When did you start loving the royal family? For me, I was a tiny girl, but saw pictures of the Queen's coronation. I fell in love with her. I can't remember. I think I've always loved queens and kings and royalty and crowns, and I always used to dress up when I was younger. Mrs. BSN says, see, one shot of alcohol and he would have gotten sick and all better. Seaside Mom says, since Rory is obviously gay, have you considered a companion for Molly? Well, she's definitely not gay. She does like boy cats, but only ones that she chooses to like. She's quite fussy. Although she prefers her daddies. She likes daddy cuddles. She's a daddy's girl. But Rory most definitely does like Brian. I think he's in fact... I'm not so sure that Brian is so much reciprocated. Brian does take it. He does... okay, that sounded wrong. Brian does take some of Rory's friendship in good part, mainly. But sometimes when Rory's literally following him around the entire place, he can get a bit tetchy at times. Mrs. BSN says, hemp is hemp. Hemp is hemp with the plant on cover. Well, my hands smell all hempy. Princess hands. Catherine says, women wear tank tops and they're made of different fabrics. Wife beaters are men's vests and whites are made of very thin ribbed fabric. And Candice calls them sleeveless undershirts. Hopefully not any ones with like the holes in, like Onslow wore in Keeping Up Appearances. Seaside Mum says, Rory likes us all really. Your partner will tick you off from time to time. Oh. Okay, I'm still drinking this tea. This is going down. Mrs. BSN says, a rose on your right ankle. Okay, what colour rose? A red rose? I like pink roses, actually. You'll see my roses growing when I do my weekly vlogs. Oh. Okay, I'm feeling a bit calmer now. I am actually feeling a bit calmer. Yes, I think chatting has helped. I think the elapse of time and not dying in that time has helped. And I think the tea is helping as well. See, I knew it was a good idea to come and have my breakdown live. Oh, you've got one in an unmentionable place. One that I won't say or where it is. You dark horse, my goodness. It's all coming to light now. I'm intrigued. Give us a clue. Okay, give us a clue and we'll try and guess. Give us a clue what it is and I can imagine where. I think. Wendy says, I called in sick to work so I could watch Charles and Diana's wedding. Sorry, I can't come in today, love. It's coming out both ends. Send. She has a infinity symbol on the back of her neck. Sonia says, pink roses are my favourites. They remind me of my late nan. Candy says, my fluffy kitty is quite interested in my son's Deja kitty. Both are eunuchs now, so they've had their operations. Well, Rory has had his operation, technically. Wendy says, you're on your woo-woo. I love a good... Well, no. Okay. When I say I don't drink, I have a champagne at Christmas and maybe a Bucks Fizz. I will occasionally have a champagne on my birthday or any special occasion, but I do not drink in the week. I mean, Christmas was the last time I had an alcoholic drink, which was a champagne with the meal. But I have sometimes had non-alcoholic cocktails, and I did have a non-alcoholic woo-woo the once, and the woo-woo was nice. Candy says dark. Haven't you heard that phrase, dark horse? A dark horse is someone that keeps something private and then kind of shocks you with it when you find out about it. That's the best way of describing it. Mrs. VSN also has a lotus flower on her left calf. I still want that clue. Deborah says, see, the ginger tea works. Well, I'm hoping. Reed says, what does EA7 mean? It's Emporio Armani 7. It's the designer brand. Mrs. VSN says, another personal tat on your left bicep. Oh, I'm wondering what all these are. Moons on your right forearm. Full moon or a half moon or a quarter moon. Catherine says, if you don't drink, you don't have a good bartender. I don't go to pubs much. I don't drink very much, rarely in fact, but I like it. See, I don't like it. I really don't. I get no pleasure from drinking. In fact, I can honestly say, I have never been drunk. Ever. I've felt a little bit tipsy, but I have never, ever, ever been drunk. Ever. Mrs. BSN says, and an infertility tat I designed on your right bicep. My goodness. Sylvia says, I told my employer that I had an appointment that would take all day to see Charles and Diana's wedding. Oh, you have a red rose on your ankle, and it's very small. What the is a woo-woo? It's a drink. I can't describe it, but the woo-woo was nice. I can't even remember what goes into a woo-woo. Somebody enlighten me. Arita says, thanks. I think all will be well. Well, a good... And about an hour and something has gone now. We've been... I've been live 52 minutes. Okay, it's been at least an hour and a half since I had the bad sausage. Mrs. VSN says, laughing at Candice, Margot, she meant lady bits but didn't want to say lady bits. Those parts. Seaside Mum says, never drunk, you are not missing out on anything, but the drawback from not hanging around pubs on Saturday night is being stuck with us. I'm fine with that. That is preferable. Trust me. Wendy says, Mrs. VSN, I completely had a different idea of you. Never would have thought you were a tattoo person. See what I mean? Dark horse. She's a dark horse. That's what we say. That's what the phrase is. Deborah says, being married to a drunk cured me of ever liking liquor. He's dead now. Did he eat a bad sausage? Wendy says, yes, I meant lady bits. So Mrs. VSN has, she's 8, but you've got plans for a 9th and a 10th and more and more. They are addictive. See? Are you going to run out of room? Oh. Okay, I think I'm over the worst. I might live. I might just live to see another day. I might just live to premiere my vlog. Wendy doesn't drink and and has no tattoos. Okay. Seeing as we're not having a royal chat tonight, does anybody want to ask me any questions? Any burning questions that you've always wanted to ask, but it's never been the right time or the right place? And seeing as I've just come back from the dead, literally, I'll answer anything. I really am not bothered. Seaside Mum says, I will check in tomorrow to see if you are still kicking. Who knows? Yes, I do believe tattoos are expensive. Okay, what style of tattoos do I like? Okay, I would never get one myself, but if I had to say what do I like the look of, I would say I quite like, you know those old like Renaissance paintings of like the Greek gods, that kind of style I quite like. Mrs. BSN. Oh, Fabulous One Tree says, what happened with the sausages? I ate a bad one and thought I was going to die. Mrs. BSN says, I've never hid I have tats, but that topic doesn't come up when talking about the royals. No, it doesn't, does it? Though Sean Park says, how long have you and Jason been together? Well, we first got together in, what month was it? It was November 2001. So I do believe that makes it 18 or 19 years. 18 years. 19 this year. Maria Barr says, if this isn't too personal, when did you first know your orientation? Oh, I was late. I was really, really, really late with that business. In my area where I live, I wasn't ever exposed to any other sexuality other than straight. The only ever relationships I ever saw were straight. On British TV at the time, there wasn't really any gay representation on TV. So I guess I didn't really realise until quite late on, probably 16. But even then, at 16, I thought, this is just a phase I'm going through. It'll go away. I'll get married to a woman, and I'll have a family, and I'll have children. It'll just go away. It'll just, as I get older, it will just go away. And then when I got to about 17, I was like, this isn't going to go away. And then I met Jason at 18, and we've been together ever since 2001. Wendy says, now that I am back from the dead, is there a way we can share pictures on your channel? I don't think there is. The only... No, there isn't. YouTube haven't come up with that kind of facility. It would be good, I think, if every YouTube channel could be given its own community forum. That would be good, and then people could start threads and post pictures and that kind of thing. But no, there isn't. There really isn't. The only way is if maybe we create a Facebook group or something, and then you can post pictures there. Fabulous One Two says, sorry to laugh. I hope you're okay. If you want to see me in the depths of my torment and turmoil, then you'll have to go back to the start of this video, because I really was not doing very well, I have to say. Catherine says, you are so lucky. Deborah says, do I have plans to get married? I would like to, but Jason doesn't like the idea of marriage in general. It's just one of those things. He never has. So I've always left it, because he knows that I definitely would. He's the one that's got to ask, not me. And seeing as he just doesn't like the whole God thing, doesn't like the whole church thing, doesn't like there being a fuss made. So I don't think so, but I'm still waiting. Maybe one day. Christina says, if you could trade places with a royal for 1 month, who would it be? Harry. Candy says, please get your buttocks to your post. Oh yeah, I will. I am going to go to my PO box for sure. GRN Willow says, I'm off topic, but how many David Austin roses do you have? I haven't gone to his nursery, and I didn't meet him, but I do have some of his roses. So I've got 3 of one type, I've got 3 of another type, then I've got some odd ones. I've got 1, 2, and then about 3 odd. I've got 5 different types of roses, but 2 of them I've got 3 of each. But I would like more. Sean Park says, do your parents accept your relationship? And do you want a child? Yes, they do. And I would, but it's just one of those things. It's difficult. It's probably easier if you are two females in a relationship because at least you have one of the bits. Well, actually, you have two of the bits. You have the womb and you have the egg. So all you need really is just the male contribution. Whereas if you're two males in a relationship, you have the male contribution part, but you don't have an egg and you don't have a womb. Um, so it's a little bit extra tricky, and it can be expensive as well to have a surrogate. It's expensive, and and then I'd have to be sure that it was a decent womb. I wouldn't want a lower class womb. I'd like a decent womb, and I'd like a womb with a view. They're hard to come by. Kathy G says, what made you decide to report on the royals? I didn't decide. I just stumbled. The first video I made was about Diana's apartment. I just put it up, and it kind of flew. Then I just thought, what else? What else can I do about the royals? And I just kept on going, and I kind of fell into reporting on the engagements, and that was kind of it, really. But I've always had an interest, obviously. Catherine says, I grew up with two uncles, Bucky and Eddie, who were interior decorators. My mother lived with a very famous civil rights leader who was gay. I never knew there was anything unusual about it. See, I wasn't raised with any exposure at all. Mrs. VSN says, he may be able to share in a very short vlog once I send the pictures via Patreon. Oh, you can send it there, yeah. I think I can send them. Yes, you can. I think. I'm sure you can. We'll check. Seaside Mum says, there is no charge for this therapeutic intervention today. Just a big thank you. She said you may not be in the pictures. Wendy says, you have totally inspired me to get serious about roses. They are very good. And actually, they're quite easy to keep, I have to say. Thank you to Maria for your comment. And yes, they are so pretty when in bloom. EAO says, Mrs. Bucket womb rules. Exact. I am not having a lower class womb. And definitely not a womb that wears a miniskirt. Yes, I want a womb with a view. Fabulous123 says, I went back to the beginning. You are so funny. Bless you, you'll be fine. I was very scared. And I'm still a little bit nervous whether I might wake up with a bad tummy or I don't know. Yes, no lower class. I would love an aristocratic womb. That would be my ideal. How did I meet Jason? On the internet. But bearing in mind, this was 2001. So everybody was still... In fact, actually, it was very rare. Digital cameras were just about happening. So not many people had photos. So we met in a chat room and we realised that we lived close to each other. We realised that we had similar interests. We were the same age and all the rest of it. So we didn't really... I didn't see him until about a couple of months later when we finally decided that we wanted to meet in person. So we went out on our first date and we never looked back, but it was the internet. And I think we fell in love with each other as people before we even saw each other. So we didn't have the visual, but it turned out that I did really like the visual when I saw it. But no, it was definitely... we kind of did, even though it was on the internet, we kind of did things the old-fashioned way. We kind of got to know each other, courted, and then kind of courted online, and then met, if that makes sense. Wendy says, if I wasn't an old hag... I'm sure you're not a hag. I would absolutely be your surrogate. I don't have a lower-class womb. Well, I'm glad to hear that. How did I get Molly and Rory? Molly was from a friend. She had Molly from one of her friends. And her friend wasn't able to look after Molly. So Molly came from a high rise tower block, actually, not too far away, but about half an hour on the train away. And my friend posted photographs of Molly, and I said, "Oh, I love her." And she sent me a video, and Molly was there purring really loudly, as she does. So we had her. So my friend brought her up in, when was it? 2010, 2010, and that's how we got Molly. Rory, we had through slightly tragic circumstances. And I may make a separate video on that one. I think I'm going to make a separate video on that. But we got Rory through a tragic circumstance that happened. Catherine says, wouldn't a womb with a view be one wearing a miniskirt? No, it most certainly would not. Oh. See if Cressida is available. I was thinking more of Lady Kitty. Wendy says, I met my late husband on the internet in 1998 when we finally met in person. We too never looked back. They were the good old days. Before all this Tinder nonsense. Swipe this and swipe that. How long have I lived beside my parents? Well, when did we move in? 2006. We moved in 2006. I'm feeling a lot better now. I'm feeling a lot more calm. I really am. Yeah, so, but literally the other side of this wall that I'm pointing to now is my parents' house. So I lived there all my life until 2005. And then moving day was really funny because I literally just picked my clothes up out of my wardrobe, walked down the stairs, through the front door of this house, and then hung them up in my wardrobe here. So moving day was very interesting. It was quite quick. I feel like I'm finally breathing, and I've nearly drunk my tea. Do you know what? I think this has actually helped. Candice says, my womb kind of disappeared under heavy sedation years ago. Well, my womb is dusty. Candice says, too much information. You can never have too much information, as long as it's accurate information. Okay, 38 people have watched my breakdown. I do feel better. Did I go away? No, I begged my parents. I made them promise never ever to send me away to a school. The thought of no. The thought of going away. I'm a homebody. I am totally a homebody. I like my home. I like my safe space. I like my own space. The thought of sharing a dorm with other people. No. The thought of being away. I made them promise and swear that they would never, ever, 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 ever send me away to a boarding school. No. No. Okay, I did go on a school trip once. It was a week's stay in like this activity centre. And I had to share a dorm with other boys. I nearly died. Literally. I mean, it was horrendous. The farting, the burping, the mess, the general untidiness, the sharing of the bathroom, the sharing of the toilet. And no. No. Do you know what I did? Do you know what? It was the sort of place where they had this kind of drying room. And it didn't really dry much because it was so damp in this drying room that everyone was hanging their stuff up in there and it just never got dry. So there was me. I was the only one that had the brains and the gumption and the standards. Even when I was, how old was I? 9? I was 9. So I was the only one that had the gumption to take my wet socks and find a radiator and put them on the radiator and dry them. So I was the only one that had dry socks. I was not going to walk around with wet, damp socks. Not on anyone's Nelly. Even at 9, I had standards, thank you very much. Whereas all the rest of the boys were quite happy to walk around wet. Not me. Kathy G says, what is my weight goal? I don't have one. In fact, actually, I probably want to end up bigger. Because obviously, with working out and doing the gym and squats and weights, eventually I'll probably get a bit bigger and therefore heavier. So weight isn't really an issue. It's more about how I feel, how I look, rather than a weight goal. So no, I don't really have a weight goal. Do I ever wish I had siblings? No. No. I like being the only one, although it would have taken a bit of pressure off me in terms of children. Because I do, okay, if you're an only child and you're gay, you do have a little bit of a guilt, I think, about not giving your parents grandchildren. Because I know that they would dearly love them. And you do feel a little bit guilty about not being able to. So maybe that's another video. I could turn that into a complete other video. Mrs. BSN says, I thought you were kidding around when I first joined, so I feel bad. Okay, I may have been slightly overreacting, but no, I was stressing my head out about eating that bad sausage. Maria Barr says, you are the very first young, outwardly gay man I've encountered who is down to earth and normal, as opposed to being way out there in bizarre land somewhere with bright costumes and contrived manner. I do sometimes do that. Did you not see me dressed up for Halloween? Okay. I know what you mean, though. There are some people in the LGBT community who are way out there. It's a spectrum. It is a spectrum in terms of, looking at someone and telling who and what they are. And then you get people, men who you wouldn't even think are gay, but they are. They look manly, they sound manly, they have no mannerisms, they dress straight, but they're gay. So it really is a spectrum from the person that you would think is straight, all the way down to the screaming queen who's dressed in sequins riding a unicorn. It is a spectrum, I have to say. And I guess I am probably fortunate that at least I'm probably somewhere in the middle, I would say, of all that. But when I want to just be normal, I can be normal. And if I want to hamp it up a bit, I can hamp it up a bit. Sylvia says, always have ginger tea in your household for tummy problems. Well, I did have some. I had some in there. Deborah says, Jason, still say we'll meet him if you get so many subscribers. You'll have to wait and see. I haven't got 100,000 subscribers yet. Lots of laughter at the straight men being pigs. Wendy says, don't feel bad. Both my children are straight in their 30s and no grandchildren in sight. Well, my cousin is straight and she doesn't have children either, so at least I can compare myself in that way. Kathy says, your favourite singer, actor or actress? Singer, Madonna, without a doubt. Although I do like Kate Bush as well. Kate Bush is amazing. Actor, do I... Ooh. Meryl Streep, particularly for Death Becomes Her. That's my favourite film. And oh no, sorry, you want actress as well? Actress Meryl Streep. Actor. Do you know what? I don't think I have one. Do you know what? I haven't actually got a favourite male actor, to be quite honest. Mrs. PSN says, I'm an only child. And you was not able to have children, so you understand the guilt. It is a real thing. It really is. Do I go to the movies much? I used to when Jason and I didn't have anywhere to live. We used to go to the movies a lot. We do go if something comes up that we both really want to watch, but he's into completely different films that I'm into. He likes horror films. I hate horror films. So So no, we don't always go to, get to see the same films. But there are some films coming up this year that we both want to watch. We both want to watch The Lion King, the remake that's coming out. We both want to watch the Pokemon movie that's coming up. So yes, there are a few movies coming up that we'll watch together. I think the tea is making me herp. That was a herp. I just herped live. That was halfway between a hiccup and a burp, but no sound. Candy says, correction to my previous post. I meant some men in general are lovely, like you. Well, thank you. How long have I been? 75 minutes. My goodness. I think I needed it, though. I think I needed this live chat. And that's the last of the tea. Oh, maybe I can squeeze a bit more out of the bag. Hang on. Let's get the real ginger that's in the actual tea bag. Ha ha ha. Okay. I've just squeezed. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it just popped like a pimple. Look. Oh, look, I feel like Dr. Pimple Popper. Oh, I feel like Dr. Pimple Popper. Oh, that's great. Look. Ah! Oh, no. That's like Dr. Pimple Popper. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's gingery. That's very gingery. Oh, look. Oh, shall I see if it do it again? That is like Dr. Pimple Popper. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's gross. Okay, we need to go wash my hands. Oh. Oh, no, I'm not having that. Oh, that's gross. Ew. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. Ew, 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 ew. Okay. Oh. Well, that was gross. That was really gross. That was like popping a cyst. Okay. That really was vile. That was disgusting. Absolutely, totally gross. Okay, we're going back. Okay. I couldn't leave those fingers unwashed. Really, I couldn't. Yes, there's a remake to The Lion King, like with all CGI and stuff. It's really, really good. And they're doing Dumbo as well. The trailer made me cry. When Wendy says ew, and Yeo says stop. Do I watch Doctor? Yes, I do like Dr. Pimple Popper. There's nothing more satisfying than squishing a spot. I would love to do that. I would love to get someone's big massive cyst and squeeze it. But an upper class cyst, of course, not a lower grade cyst. No more ginger for you. I think the ginger's made me happy. I didn't put anything else in there. I've got a bit of ginger. Oh, okay. I feel better now. At least I'm not dead yet. Favourite food? Chocolate. Deborah says, hang on. Says, are you ever going to go back to the kitchen for Saturdays? But I do like the living room. Well, the reason why I abandoned the kitchen was because it just felt a bit more like a bigger set. Because in my kitchen, it's really awkward because there's this weird step. I'll show you. I'll show you the step. It's really weird. Because of the way the house was built, it's an old house. And it meant that I'm really restricted as to where I sit. So if I just show you, can you see the floor? So this is a step, see? So my chair used to be here, so I couldn't come any further over. So I was limited on space, whereas in here, at least, there's my sofa, And I have my other chair here. Look, can you see? Oh, that's funny. Look, you can see all the way through. So it's kind of easier to do it in the living room because there's more space. There we go. But could you get the sack out too? Oh yes, I would definitely with a pair of tweezers. Maria says, "I doubt that one." Oh, hang on, that was a different comment. Sonia said, "Oh my goodness, you watched me, Dr. Pimple Popper, and the Crystal Collector. What a well, what a mix." Oh, you've always loved the beams on my ceiling. There we go. They are original beams. Let's get up close and personal with my beams. So yes, if you can see, they have the original rivets. So when the house was redone, these were actually the other way up. So these were where the original floorboards were bolted into. And when my parents redid the house, they turned them the other way up and put the original floorboards back, but into the new side, into the side that hadn't been used. So, so that they were stronger. There we go. You've seen everything tonight. Do you know what? I think I'm going to go now because I want to go and watch Favour's vlog, and I think I've calmed down. Favour's weekly vlog. It's our Fenwick life. I'll type it in the description so you can get the name. Sorry, not the description, in the chat. So I'm going to go and watch Favour's weekly vlog. Because now that I'm calmed down, I think I can just about concentrate. I'm going to make another cup of tea, and then I will appear like magic for my own premiere. So thank you so much for helping me get through in my 82 minutes of need, because I really was stressing. I really was stressing. So I'm hoping that I'm okay tomorrow. If not, of course, I will let you know. So, thank you. And from me in Shropshire, mwah, to you all.